Denton Community Television, operated by the Mayborn School of Journalism, the University of North Texas.
Follow your dreams, and they say, do what you want, and money will come.
Hi, I'm Mike Miller. Thanks for watching The Other Side. Hope you're having a great day. I have a guest today I'm very proud to have, one of my most notorious guests, Richard. Thank you for being here.
Thanks
Richard
a lot,
Haskins.
Mike.
And so what you been up to these days lately?
Oh man, just playing with the band.
Yeah, you have a new band these days.
Yeah, the Unmarked Graves. It's a 7-piece. Got pretty solid lineup. I got some people from Brave Combo and a couple people from my old band, the Wee Beasties, and the guitar player for Senior Finn. It's pretty cool little setup. So it's quite original. I haven't really seen a setup like it as far as instrumentation. So
You had some new songs you had written that you wanted to have them do.
yeah, I wrote a lot of stuff in the mental hospital, the state hospital, and in jail. So I had this kind of wealth of material to show the world, I guess. I don't know. So
Do they let you have notebooks and pens when you're...
yeah, you have to buy them in in the mental hospital. Pens, but they're these really soft.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing as in jail. Yeah, so they won't let you they don't want you to poke at anybody with it.
Yeah, use it like a weapon.
Yeah, so even like the toothbrushes you get are like these tiny little almost like a baby's finger toothbrush, you know. So it's like really.
But I always wondered about that. They'll give you a notebook and a pen if you say you want to write.
Well, in the mental hospital, in the state hospital, yes, but in jail, no. Like you either have to. It's the way they do it, at least in Denton County. You either have to buy your own pen and paper and envelopes and stamps and stuff like that.
People have to send you money, in other words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you happen to be lucky to have cash on you when they arrest you.
Yeah.
But like if you're there for say, I think it's 8 days with no money in your books. They'll start like every week. They'll give you literally 3 pieces of paper and 3 envelopes, and they don't give you a pen, so you gotta find somebody to borrow one from.
Oh, really?
So yeah, but or some people will just trade things. You know,
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing crazy or illegal, but so you somebody hey, I'll give you my pancakes in the morning if you give me a pen and some paper, you know, stuff
Yeah,
like that. You know,
yeah.
so, but thankfully I never really had to do too much of that. I traded trays for envelopes because I was writing a ton of letters. I was like Andy Dufresne in jail. So
Really?
yeah. Yeah, I was writing everybody. I was writing my bandmates, and I was writing the Observer, and I was writing Denver Chronicle, and I booked a show from jail.
Really?
Oh yeah. I had a show lined up for less than a week after I got out. So, but they'd been pumping it up for like a month. So.
Were you allowed to use Facebook while you were in there?
Well, no, but I thought ahead, and I gave a friend my Facebook password, and so I would just call them every once in a while.
Oh, yeah. And
be like, hey, tell everybody that it's baloney day and I'm all bummed out, and put that as my status. So stuff like that.
Well, that's cool. At least you can communicate with the world. And
yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of funny because some people thought maybe I wasn't all as locked up as I seemed to be, but I was definitely.
Yeah.
It's a weird feeling because you especially being in Denton, because you're I was there for almost 5 months, and so it's I'm 5 miles from 90% of the people that I know.
Yeah.
But it's I may as well be on the moon. You know what I mean? It's just such a weird feeling.
Yeah.
So.
But you started playing music kind of early in life, and you had talent, and you become a songwriter, and And Singer, I used to see you at open mics a long time ago, and you'd come in there and you were always quite entertaining, I thought, with some of the song selection that you had, and just a good entertainer.
Thank you very much.
Then you had Black Bottle Records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a recording studio on Locust. I used to have here in like downtown Denton, right by the square.
And you produced a lot of people, it seemed like.
Yeah, Brave Combo. I did 3 records for them, I think.
You recorded them and mixed them, really?
Yeah, that was actually quite an undertaking because most of the bands I got were like I did a ton of punk rock and a lot of hip hop.
Really?
And those were really fun. Brave Combo was so difficult just because there's so much instrumentation.
Yeah, the instrumentation.
You wouldn't...
How to mic saxophones and...
Yeah, that really wasn't much... That wasn't hard for me as far as like miking everything, but like when it came down to the mix, because I wasn't used to doing that, mixing that style. So Carl was there with me, Carl Finch was there with me, and we just kind of talked through things, and he liked my drum sound, so he never had to ever tell me to do anything on the drums, so it got really thick. Because, man, a lot of people don't really get how loud that band is. You think, oh, this is a polka band, but like, they play so loud. It's like, and even when you're recording them, they still play at that volume. So it's like, and was kind of similar as far as the drums, it was kind of similar to, it's like recording a punk band, just really loud. So I just kind of had that whole thing down. But it was cool records, they were fun. I had Sarah Hickman in there.
She sang?
Oh yeah, she's great. That's the first time I met her.
What song did she sing on?
Carl was producing a thing for her. She did a cover of Moonlight Shadow.
Really?
I don't remember who that was by, but it was really catchy, and we did it kind of loud. But she was great. We did a couple of things, but some of that was a blur just because. I think we were only open for like 2 years. And I'm not kidding, I must have done well over 100 albums, not to mention like singles and all kinds of stuff. We were constantly busy.
Some of the rap artists, did they go on to have further CD releases, or?
Yeah, we did a guy named Lil Kiki who ended up being produced by Paul Wall, and he became, now I'm not real super keen on like hip hop, but from what I understand, he became like this real big thing for a minute there. I'm not sure if he's still doing stuff, but I remember that was like a real big deal. A lot of the local guys were like kind of tripping out that we had him in there. So,
yeah.
Because I think he's gone on to do stuff for like Sony.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's great.
Like that level of, yeah, it's pretty interesting.
There are jobs out there once you get to a certain level with certain things, I guess.
I imagine it's easier just to even like tour like hip hop. I wish I could do it because you got to think. It cuts you down for your cost from like, oh, I don't have to rent a van and like pay, 6 other guys to play with me.
Just drum machines. And,
so it makes it a lot, like me and a DJ, can go and get in a car and tour, and so it just makes it so much simpler.
Yeah.
I can definitely see why people would do it, so.
It seems it's really popular. A lot of people like that. It's good party type music.
Oh yeah. I imagine though that like, just like with any other like real specialized genre that people get way into, I imagine like there's a lot more to it than I probably assume that there is.
Well, I watched that video though of you guys on the courthouse. They got about 1,600 views, and that was a pretty good party.
Yeah, that was pretty out of control. We actually are no longer allowed to play on Denton County property because of that show.
Really?
Yeah, it got out of control. Girls taking their shirts off, and
well, I missed that.
Yeah, there was a girl who like it's like a Vimeo video. Like
really?
I think they wouldn't put it on YouTube, but there's like a bunch of videos of that show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it got blown up pretty crazy.
Yeah, I noticed several people had cameras.
Yeah. Yeah, I put it to you this way: they had to replace the grass on the square on the.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because our mosh pit was so big that like it tore the grass up really bad.
Yeah, some of your music is kind of fast.
Yeah.
I was listening.
Especially with that band, We Beasties. That band was. were some shows that were so out of control. I mean, like you'd be fighting the audience, and I'm not kidding. Like there were some shows that I had to crawl to the car whenever we got done playing.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't even walk.
Like the Andy show with the fake blood and that?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, a guy tried to fight me at that show because we poured a gallon of fake blood on the audience, and some guy wore like a white Jordan jersey, and it's like, dude, who wears a brand new Jordan jersey or a vintage Jordan jersey at that to a punk rock show? You know what I mean? Like, it's his fault, you know?
Yeah.
So, but
Overdressed.
he apparently got blood like all on it, and
Yeah.
he got super mad. But yeah, it was great. 'Cause somebody, this dude, Tarzan is his name. I don't remember his last name, but he could get pictures of the venue. And one of my favorite pictures ever from our shows is he took a picture of the floor, like from way up high.
Really?
And it's just bloody footprints. Yeah, the staff was none too happy with us that day.
But they sold a lot of beer that night.
They sure did. I want to say we made $1,000 that night at Andy's, which is, you know, it's tough to make money in Denton playing
Yeah.
music. Everybody, that's the whole thing amongst musicians. They say you come to Denton to make music, not money.
Yeah.
So, but I'd rather have it that way. I mean, I like so much of the things that are going on here that it just makes it, you know, it's like this
Worth it.
breeding ground, yeah, where there's just all these cross-pollination of bands, and all the bands are real incestuous. Everybody's always in like 5 or 6 bands.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to just kind of watch that happen.
Oh,
you
it
know?
is. Yeah. Yeah.
The only drawback is like some of the bands only last for like a few months, you know, and I'm like, man, that was such a great band. You
Yeah.
know, why didn't y'all keep doing that? You know,
Hard to get along sometimes.
hard to get along, especially with the Collegetown people always coming and going.
Yeah.
You know, so
People
a lot of
moving
that.
away. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
having 5 girlfriends at once. You know, sometimes.
Well, I listen to some of your music on Reverb Nation, but do you have CDs for sale on the internet or?
Yeah, Reverb's Nation sells they actually sell our printed CDs through there
Oh,
in the
okay.
store.
Okay.
We
Just Google Richard Haskins, Wee Beasties, or something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
Wee Beasties Denton.
Wee Beasties Denton.
Yeah, you'll eventually find a bunch of crazy stuff. We used to do the iTunes thing, and it was when your record first comes out, it seems like you get a ton of iTunes sales. I mean, we got a ton of them every time. Like the first couple months, we'd put a record out.
Really?
but
That's great.
They'd start to peter off, so
Yeah.
you know, I might relicense them again and put them back up, but usually only stay on for about a year.
Yeah.
And then
Do they pay people much though? iTunes, I mean, isn't it just a really?
I want to say they download. It's like $10 for somebody to download like a full-length record, and then I think we get 7 of it. So
Oh,
it's
really?
not. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, but that's not too bad. You
Especially
don't-
if you sell a few hundred records. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was cool when we did that split with Brave Combo too. We did a split 7-inch with them, but we put it on iTunes. It was like you get these little statements that tell you like where you're getting all your downloads from. And all of a sudden we started
yeah.
getting all these like payments to us in yen.
Really?
And I was like, what, dude? It's like tons of people in Japan were downloading it. You know, it was kind of a trip. So it was like, wow. Yeah.
I think people all over the world might be looking to Denton for music, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, people come here from all over the world to go to school here. So,
Yeah, yeah,
to study music. So I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah.
It's kind of interesting, really. You know.
So you lived in Denton quite a while.
Yeah, I came here when I was 10. My parents got divorced. I was from Denison.
Really? Yeah, it's
Which
not
is super
far.
small.
Yeah,
That's one of those towns where you're like, your plan for life is either like, I'm gonna get out of here at a young age before I kill all of you and then myself, you know, or it's like, I'm gonna get a job at the Sitco so I could fill my truck up for free. That's just sort of the mentality of like a town like that. So thankfully I got out. I hated it when I first came here. Couldn't stand it, you know, because I was just the new kid in town. I had a real thick southern draw because I came from a hick small town, and slowly it's gone away quite a bit. And but then it was like, wow, there's art and music everywhere. Like, wow, this town's rad, you know. So after a while, I just kind of fell in love with it, and I can't ever seem to leave. I keep moving, but I keep coming back.
you went to the Navy,
Yeah.
came back. Yeah, yeah.
And well, I mean, I lived in Las Colinas for a while too. When I moved, I went out there to work at the Dallas Sound Lab, and like, I was,
Oh, really?
Yeah, lived in Las Colinas for a while, but that was like such a boring freaking town. I mean,
Yeah.
there was some cool things, but it would just seem real materialistic and
Oh, yeah.
just no real art and music. It was just very businessy. And
Yeah, for sure.
I kind of got tired of that lifestyle, so of course. I just needed to have my bandmates and people like that around me.
Yeah.
Honestly, music keeps me sane, so, you know.
The music is very therapeutic.
Oh,
for
absolutely.
Sure.
I mean, that's why I started doing it, you know. I mean, it really had nothing to do with it. Like, later it was like, oh, well, I need to start performing, you know. But I remember, like, when I first started, I mean, that was the thought process, you know, just gotta get this stuff out of me. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing some, and I appreciate you coming down here very much.
Man, thanks for having me. Seriously, I mean, it's great. So.
Thank you so much, and thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for Richard Haskins playing some music.
I wrote this in the Denton County Jail. Keep me out of prison, keep me out of jail. I'm weary and I'm tired, and I can't make my bail. These walls will take my soul right out of me. Oh, I can't suffer through this one more minute. I don't wanna be here, this is a mistake. I'm weary and I'm tired, 'cause the guards keep me awake. And I am full of thoughts of only you, and you can't afford to take the collect calls they give me. These walls, these cement walls, these walls, these pale blank walls on me. I hope my mom don't find out, I hope my dad don't find out. Oh please, oh please. Okay, this one, I wrote this one for my mom. I wish my mom would smoke pot with me. I wish my mom would smoke pot with me. I wish my mom would smoke pot with me. Hey, I wish my mom would smoke pot with me. Come on, Mom, just give it a try. Things will be better when you and me are high. You won't judge me and you'll put your feelings aside. And I promise you that you might like it. I wish my mom would smoke pot with me. I wish my mom would smoke pot with me. Come on, Mom, just give it a chance. Don't you know that's only plants? Which means God put them here like He did you and me, you and me. If that's what you believe. We'll load up, pull up, and we'll sit down and discuss
the social commentary in the movie Terminator. And every time you cough, I'll laugh and slap your back. As Black Sabbath plays Iron Man on the turntable. Oh, can't you see how much better both our lives could be? I'll teach you to roll a blunt, 'cause you taught me how to read. I wish my mom would smoke pot with me. I wish my mom would smoke pot with me. I wish my mom would smoke pot with me. Hey, I wish my mom would smoke pot with me. I wish my mom would smoke pot with me. I wish my mom would smoke pot with me. I wish my mom would smoke pot with me. Hey, I wish my mom would smoke pot with me. This is called At Summer's End. See you every day. I wanna live inside your brain. I'd walk for miles and miles to carry you back home. You're in my dreams and on my face. The sun is gone, the rain is here. It brings with it different season beer. The nights are dark and empty like the room behind your eyes. You love again when summer nears. I know I won't see you again. I couldn't keep you as a friend. These days go passing by like children lost to death, whose ghosts will haunt at summer's end. Oh wait, I forgot to preface this one. This one goes out to Susan. I've got my arms around you now. I can't let go, I don't know how. Sometimes it hurts so bad that my head's numb to the pain. But I've got my arms around you now. You were mine once in a dream. Those drunken eyes don't bother me. 'Cause when the lights are low and it's just you and me, I give you the heart from my sleeve. You know you give the wrong impression. I wanna see you again. I wanna see you again. You know you think I'd learn my lesson, but it feels so good to be wrong about you. The way you love is much too slow. My heart is ready to explode. It came through space and time and the universe divide, just to be here to see those eyes, just to be here to see those eyes. This is called Tomorrow. I don't really want a tomorrow. I don't believe in a tomorrow. I don't really want a tomorrow. I don't believe tomorrow. I don't want a tomorrow. I don't need a tomorrow. I don't really tomorrow. I can't surely tomorrow. I'm Richard Haskins. Thank you for listening.
And they tell me, follow your dreams. And they say, do what you want, and money will come.